Hello, this is All That Boots. Today, we're introducing the MG and TF versions of TLSS's Tactician GOAT. But before we dive in, let's quickly clear up a common point of confusion: the difference between the Tactician GOAT and GAO. Simply put, the GOAT and GAO are the same tier. You can think of them like the relationship between the mercurial superfly and the mercurial vapor, same level, just different styles. The choice between GOAT and GAO mostly comes down to materials and structure, so it really depends on your personal preference. Alright, now let's get into the main stars of today, the Tactician GOAT MG and TF. I've tried both of them on, and I'll be sharing my honest thoughts with you. First, let's talk about the features that both models have in common. Both the MG and TF versions are made with full kangaroo leather. The upper feels thick to the touch, giving a soft and cushioned sensation. On the inside of the upper, TLSS added T-temper cushioning and small protrusions clearly designed to enhance ball control and touch. On the outside of the upper, the TLSS logo is attached using a firmer material, acting as a support structure to help maintain the shape of the shoe. This is important because full kangaroo leather boots can sometimes lose their structure over time. You'll also notice a lot of thoughtful design choices to address the typical drawbacks of natural leather. The upper uses double stitching all around to prevent overstretching, and the toe area where shoes often suffer. The most damage has been reinforced with a protective coating. When worn, both MG and TF versions felt snug and comfortable. They use a separate tongue design, so while they didn't have the full one-piece fit of a GAO-style boot, they still wrapped around the foot nicely and comfortably. That said, I definitely felt less of that second skin feel compared to the GAO version, which has a knit one-piece structure. Inside the heel, a soft suede material is used. This not only feels comfortable, but also offers a non-slip effect when there's moisture. I didn't feel any heel lift when I wore them. My heel felt nicely locked in place. Now let's move on to what sets each version apart. Starting with the MG version, it features a carvo fiber plate under the forefoot, which gives a nice springy feel underfoot when sprinting. At the heel, TLSS added T-flash foam for some added cushioning. When I wore them, they felt noticeably different from typical natural leather boots. While they still delivered that classic comfort, they also felt light and aggressive, something I personally love. It was a comfortable fit, but with that extra bit of responsiveness I really appreciate. The outsole is made of pebbacks and uses MG studs. Unless you're playing on extremely worn-out turf, you should be able to wear these on most artificial grass pitches. The grip was solid, and honestly, I'd rate the MG studs on these among the best TLSS has made. The MG version uses an ortholite insole, which features antibacterial and odor-resistant properties. Overall, the insole offers a soft, cushioned feel, and the top layer is finished with suede material. The cushioning felt very comfortable, especially around the heel area where extra padding has been added. I also noticed a bit of grip from the suede surface, which helped keep the foot stable. Since it's an MG outsole, it seems like the insole was designed to provide additional underfoot cushioning. Now onto the TF version. The T-flash foam on the heel is slightly thicker than on the MG version, giving it a bit more padding in that area. The midsole cushioning overall is moderate, you can feel it, but it's not overly plush. What really sets this TF version apart is the full-length carvo board under the foot, combined with 7 layers of carbon fiber in the midfoot area for added support. This gives the shoe a distinctly aggressive feel, which is rare in turf shoes. If you're looking for a turf shoe that feels fast and responsive underfoot, This is a great pick. However, because the forefoot is quite thin and firm, it's probably not ideal if you're looking for a soft cushion feel. The outsole is made of rubber and provided decent grip, no major slipping or problems changing direction. Personally, I think it works for futsal, but it's definitely more suited to turf-style soccer. In the TF version, the insole uses a slightly rougher suede material. The overall feel is firmer compared to the MG's insole, with cushioning focused specifically on the forefoot and heel areas, where pour-on foam has been added. While the cushioning wasn't particularly soft, it makes sense given that the midsole already includes built-in cushioning along with the T-flash foam. It seems the insole was intentionally designed to be less reliant on providing softness. When it came to shooting, both MG and TF versions offered solid striking performance. They weren't standouts in terms of pure shooting power, but they allowed me to hit with enough force and accuracy. Curved shots felt controlled and natural. The small protrusions on the T-temper area didn't really stand out while kicking, but they didn't get in the way either. Where I really felt the GOAT's strength was during passing drills. That soft, padded feel of natural leather really came through. Especially the T-temper cushion on the inside, it did a great job absorbing impact when receiving the ball. The inside protrusions were a nice touch, but it was the cushion itself that really made a difference. As for weight, the MG version comes in at about 7.2 ons, and the TF at around 8.6 ons for a US 9.5. Both are on the lighter side, which was very noticeable during dribbling. You don't usually expect natural leather boots or turf shoes to feel this light, so I was really happy with how nimble they felt. That balance of natural leather comfort and the added responsiveness from the Carvo material underneath gave me a very attacking feel when dribbling, super satisfying. For reference, this review was done by someone who normally wears Nike US 9.5 or Adidas and Puma US 9. I tested these in a US 9.5 size. TLSS sizing is pretty similar to the recent Nike releases, and the US 9 felt too tight in length. Personally, I'd say US 9.5 was the best fit. And that wraps up this review. I hope this helps you make a successful purchase decision. All the Boots reviewer signing off.